Hey everyone, it's Lisa from the blog farmhouseonmoon.com, and today I'm going to take you on my 2021 Country Christmas Home Tour. This year I went with similar theme that I pretty much always do, which is a lot of natural elements like greenery, dried orange slices, pine cones, berries, things like that. This year I did incorporate lots of the traditional red Christmas color. Now in years past I've done blue and I really find that so beautiful, but this year I just wanted to do a very traditional Christmas in our 1860s Victorian farmhouse. Starting in the kitchen, I brought some Christmas cheer to the shelves above our 1949 vintage range by adding some red transferware. I swapped out the blue that we had there before, brought in a little bit of my red collection, which I have quite a bit of. I also added greenery, eucalyptus, some dried sage, and faux berries to ironstone pitchers to bring in some green and red there. For the windowsill, I took down my normal green plants, which stay up all throughout the year except for Christmas time. I put those in our bathroom, like I keep them alive there through the Christmas season, and then just added some fresh greenery, candles, eucalyptus, and pine cones. I also hung an apron on a hook. I really like to bring in seasonal colors with an apron. As simple and silly as that sounds, it just does add a nice pop of color to the right of our hutch. And so I added a red and white striped apron. On our dining table, I just added some rosemary and oranges in a basket, which I love using natural things like that for decor. My mom got me a little Christmas tea towel that I added to the handle on the range, and I think that is really pretty and it's classic Christmas colors. I also added some Christmas mugs to our hutch that has a glass front so you can peek through and see those. I kind of just put everything that didn't match to the back of the hutch and brought that to the front. One of my favorite Christmas decor tricks is adding wreaths to hutch doors. I might get a little bit too crazy with this one because I did it, let's see, 4 times in this Christmas home tour, but I just love it. And so I used some really thick ticking stripe ribbon, which I will link below where I found it. It's my favorite ribbon. I bought a bunch of it and I just added those to the front. Now I swapped out the lavender, which I had for the summer, with some greenery wreaths there. For the entryway, I didn't do a whole lot. I brought in a small flocked Christmas tree and I'd purchased some gingerbread ornaments online that I thought were bigger and they weren't. And so I let the boys just put those randomly on that tree because the proportion and scale was better for the little tree with those small ornaments.
We're good at this. Yeah, we are good at this.
Thank you. You should.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're just gonna lay it in like flat or skate it up?
Whatever you want. Standing up.
Probably wouldn't work though when you go to get it out.
Yeah, it'd probably work okay.
All right, I'll do that.
Don't stuff it too far.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, Luke had the idea to bring in a box for firewood because our wood stove is right in our entryway area, which is actually perfect because it's central to the whole house. Off of the entryway is the kitchen, the main bedroom, the living room, the bathroom. And so this will just make it really convenient all winter long to add wood overnight. Otherwise, if it's a really cold night, he has to go out on the front porch to load the stove in the middle of the night. And so this will be really convenient, and it's also, in my opinion, really nice decor. I was like, oh, that is a really good idea because I have nothing else for our entryway. I also have a sewing cabinet right when you first walk into our home. That's where I keep my sewing machines and all my notions and fabric. And I added a couple of wreaths to the doors there. In the bathroom, I don't usually decorate the bathroom for Christmas. I just did a little ironstone pitcher with some greenery, and that's about it. For going up the steps, I found some really natural looking garlands. They actually look totally real. My kids thought they were. and more of that red ticking stripe ribbon. I made bows, and then I added my favorite thing, which is remote operated LED battery candles. I love them for at nighttime. I just flip them on whenever it gets dark at like 5 o'clock, and it illuminates it so nicely, and it's just really cozy. I want to get more of those candles for next year, but for now I just invested in those 6. They weren't very expensive at all. I actually just found them on Amazon. For the dining room, I redid the hutch with my red transferware and greenery. I added some wreaths with ribbon. I do like to leave my hutch doors open because I think that you can see everything that's inside of it better. So when it's decorated seasonally, I really just like to leave them open and drape those wreaths. For the tree, I originally decorated it one way. I wasn't super happy with it, so I changed a few things from whenever I first decorated it here on my YouTube channel last week. I brought in some more red ornaments. I also added some tan ribbon in addition to the red and white ticking stripe ribbon. I made some dried orange slice ornaments. I added pine cones. I also already had some berries, lots of bells. I love Christmas bells. That's probably my favorite Christmas decor other than natural things is bells. They're all over this house. There's probably too many of them. I also took off the ribbons I had tied. I tied some bows on there. I don't know why. I just didn't end up liking it, but I felt like the tree needed a lot more. It really felt sparse. So by adding those few other things, and then I put some packages below with the same natural colors like white, tan, black. I added in a little bit of red and green. I think that it finally looks good. I also did add those same candle lights that I had last year that clip on. I love those. I will also leave all links below. I brought in a couple of red grain sack pillows for the couch, and that pretty much sums up the living room. Oh, I also did add a couple of knit stockings to the pie safe as well. That pie safe has actually become a bookshelf. We have tons of books, not enough bookshelves, and so that is what we actually store in there now, is books. For our main bedroom, I added wreaths to our armoire, which is where we keep our clothes because we have no closet. Behind me, you will see our faux mantle that I brought in an orange slice garland that I made last year. I just dried the oranges and then just strung them on some jute twine. I brought in some knit stockings. I layered a couple of different greeneries so it would be nice and full. I also added in some bells and eucalyptus and beeswax candles. Now, I know some of you are gonna ask me why only 4 stockings. I have all personalized stockings for my kids with their names on it, and those I will stuff and set out Christmas morning, but I didn't, it's really would be hard for me to decorate this mantle and fit all the stockings. Plus, now this is not our living room, it is our bedroom. So we do have enough stockings for everybody, I just did not hang them. I also brought in a red and white quilt just to add a little bit more color. I made these linen pillow covers on my bed by adding some red piping to the outsides and embroidery embroidering on a little red design to bring out more of that red Christmas color. For the side porch door, I brought in a wreath with some bells and red ribbon. And then I added some greenery, a massive bell, and a rug that I use as sort of a table runner on our blue dresser. Now you'll notice throughout my whole Christmas tour that there is lots of blue. I use blue constantly, and so there's no possible way I could swap that all out for Christmas. And so the blue just kind of flows in nicely with the Christmas decor. And then I even actually brought in a little bit more blue in the blue velvet ribbon on the packages. I really just embraced the blue. I swapped out the print behind our bed with a Christmas print, which I just found on Etsy and then I had printed at a local print shop. I think they charged me like $3 for it. I have the best print shop in my area. For the front porch, kept it really simple. I added a fresh garland over the door. I added fresh greenery and pine cones and wood to all of the crocks that were there. And that was pretty much the extent of it. I don't think we're gonna add anything else, any lights. We're just gonna keep it at that. Right, well, I hope that you enjoyed this cozy country Christmas home tour. I will leave links to all of my past Christmas home tours. I think I have 2 other ones here on YouTube, as well as any Christmas decorating videos that I have. I hope that you are enjoying this season. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make 2 new videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you so much for stopping by the farmhouse.